Okay, now I could get rid of some of the information that I don't need. I have these points. I think I put them in the points layer. Yes, I did, so I could turn that off. I'm probably not going to need them anymore, so I could have just deleted them. But if you did need to refer back to them, you can do that. I'm going to turn my turn my property line back on, because again, this is my site. This is where your Hillside Retreat house will pretty much sit. All these other extra parts here are, again, just extra parts. If I turn on the default layer, oops, wrong one. If I turn on the default layer, you'll notice that that's where our topo lines were, right? All the lines, if we look at these guys right here, it's drawn up to here. But notice that the program created extra surface for you. Again, that's trying to interpret what it would happen if it kind of crossed over, so that it's trying to connect these lines to that line, and so on and so on. So it's creating extra for you. So if you had just done your property line, towards the edges, it would have been somewhat inaccurate. So like I said, trying to grab a lot more further than what you really need is what you probably should do for this process. Okay, so turn this off, and I'll turn these guys off right now. And what I want to do is, now I don't need all these stuff, so I'm going to just concentrate on my property line. So I'm going to trim all the rest of these guys off. So go ahead and select that property line, if I could get to it. And then go ahead and do the surface, extrude curve straight. And as long as it's cutting above your topo line, you should be fine. Okay, once you have that, we're going to trim all of these off. So trim. And we'll ask for the cutting object. Cutting object, my knife would be the little box that I made. Maybe I should turn on the shaded view so that we see this thing a little bit clearer, somewhat clearer. Okay, so that's my property line thing, and that's my site. So if I go ahead and trim and select that box, enter, and then all of these part I don't want, so select that, and it has a cut right to my property line. Since I don't need this box anymore, I should just be able to delete that, and you're left with just the surface of your property. And that would help you to define where your edge of your model that you're going to make. Okay?